Paranormal Buzz Radio is proud to present Girls vs. Ghost Media's Spooky Talk with Madison Smith from Madison Paranormal. You can find Spooky Talk every other Sunday, 6 Eastern, 5 Central, right here, live on Paranormal Buzz Radio. Be sure to join in the live interactive chat by going to Spreaker.com or downloading the Spreaker app for all devices.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of Paranormal Buzz Radio or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is strictly prohibited. For information on everything Paranormal Buzz Radio has to offer, visit our website, paranormalbuzzradio.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Listener discretion is advised.
Here's your host, Madison Smith. Madison? Madison?
Hi everyone, I'm Madison Smith. I'd like to welcome you all to Spooky Talk with Maddie. Tonight's guests are a husband and wife who are part of a team who has always supported me. They investigate on the East Coast and always set up larger investigations and bring in regular people who want to try investigating. They also have their own show on Vidi I'd love to introduce. I'm probably going to pronounce this so wrong.
Lyle.
Don't worry. Lyle?
Yeah.
Got it. And Tonna.
That's right. Good.
You got
Well, preschool really paid off. Lots with Twisted Crew, or Twisted Realm, or Haunted Nights. So, yeah. So, welcome to the show.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I love that little background there. Little Christmas.
Christmas background.
Yeah. I just have
Normally we have the wall
Ghostbusters.
behind it. I was like, well, let's do a little festive look this time. So, but
Let's see. I don't even have anything festive in here.
you got a nice collection behind you there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's everything.
Very
And the
nice.
thing is, there's more over here.
So, awesome.
I can see why I'm the disappointment of the family now.
Come on.
It's true. Like, I swear. My sister's like, I went to college. And I'm like, I'm going places. Not college, but places.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Future McDonald's employee.
Hey. Hey.
Oh.
All right. Shall we begin?
Let's do
Sure.
So how long have you been investigating, and when did you first figure out you wanted to?
You want to start?
Yeah. Well, how did we figure out we wanted to? We spent, before we actually got into it, we would watch a lot of the shows that were on at the time. Really, at that time, it was like Ghost Hunters, Paranormal State, Ghost Adventures. And, so we would sit there and just watch them and get interested in what was going on. And then, so Halloween, actually. And we were sitting here and we were like, that'd be great to go and do something like that. And then my brother's wife said, hey, well, the guy that works with us, he's holding an investigation type event that night. He said, you want me to call him and see? I said, we're like, heck yeah, let's do it. So we went out and did this. We probably should have never even been in this place. It was so abandoned and run down. It looked like it was falling apart. But it was very interesting. And he had, back at that time, what equipment you could have at the time, not a lot of the top stuff you have now. And it kind of piqued our interest.
Yeah.
So we started looking around at, possibly teams here in the area. And the team that we did reach out to, they were full. And but the guy that was leading it at the time, he said, look, this is what you need to do, and he kind of mentored us a little bit, and then let's say probably a couple months later, we finally kicked in. It was like July of 2011 is when the Twisted Paranormal Society came to be.
Yeah.
And from that point on, it's been like,
I had always had interest, though.
Yeah.
I had always.
Yeah.
I was like you, Madison. But I kind of grew up in a house where my mom was already into it. So, yeah. So I was interested when I was younger. So, and it's been what? We've been doing it.
We just, let's see, 9 years.
9 years.
9 years in September or July this year. So we're in our 10th year right now. And then, of course, we've just, along with Twisted Paranormal Society, we've just done so many other things. And, of course, how we got to know you, of course, was being on Viddy Space with our series, The Twisted Realm.
Yep.
Which started, I want to say it was October, November of 2018. So we've known you for a couple years now.
Yeah.
So we're excited to finally be talking to you.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of background.
Trust me, I'm way more I'm more exciting than this, okay? Trust me.
Hey.
I promise. There's more to me.
We'll meet you face to face one of these days.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I won't look like a mess.
Oh, stop.
I'm literally wearing an oversized hoodie and sweatpants.
Hey, well,
we are too.
What do you think? I'm wearing a hoodie and sweatpants. She's doing the same thing, and she's got a blanket on. So
I've got a pillow.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
I don't know why, but I do. See, this is the greatest thing of all time, my folks. If you've never been on a podcast behind the scenes, it does not matter what you wear. I've showed up in pajamas a lot.
So, that's kind of a little bit of our background. We've done, I think we've done a lot over 9 years.
Yeah, I'd say.
We're excited with what our future's holding right now, and the direction of the show and stuff like that. And, we're finishing up our season 2 run right now. I've still got a few episodes that I'm finishing up. And then we're going to right now, TPS and the Realm, we're kind of on hold. During all of what's going on, so it's given me a chance to catch up on a lot of work. And but our other third project has been keeping us just as busy with Haunted Nights. So we took that on. We actually started that a little over 2 years ago, and but then this year really kicked in full force for us. So, but so we love what we do. We love the paranormal, that's for sure. So.
All right. And your first investigation, do you remember what you experienced that night, by chance?
As a team, member of the team, the Tonna.
The Tonna. Yeah. I had to think back. It's been so long. In Lexington, Virginia, which is about 40 minutes maybe.
South here,
yeah. There's a tunnel there that has some really not so good history. Mm-hmm. It's called
the Poorhouse Road.
Yeah, I always get it reversed. And that was our very first. And I tell you what, that was there was some freaky stuff that went on there. Voices, but it wasn't like, it's the spook factor in there because of the history of it. There were lynchings, there were murders of small children. But we had like we had a lot of K2. We had voices. We actually visited there twice, Madison. The first time it wasn't so bad, but then the second time we went back, it was darker. There was one of our investigators was hit, and even to this day, we've even gone back since then, and yeah, it's gotten dark stuff in there now.
It's a place where a lot of younger high school kids and younger college kids in that area like to go and play around at the tunnel, and then they get themselves in trouble.
Yeah.
Then we get that call from the parents and the family that need somebody to come in and help because there's stuff going on at their house.
Yeah.
Then we find out, where were they messing around? Oh, they were at the tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay. We understand now what's going on here. So, but yeah, that we actually, it's one of our season 2 ending episodes.
Yeah.
We went back and actually filmed a Realm episode there, and that's in process of editing right now.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of interest there. People love that tunnel, and so we thought, well, why not let's go do a full Realm shoot there? I mean, you're when you go there, you take the chance that nobody else is there. You got to deal with cars coming in and out of it constantly. But we did a good job. We spent about 3 or 4 hours and captured some good stuff. So, but.
See, I'd be one of the kids to go.
Yeah.
Like, you already know.
Yeah. Well, it's okay but the one house we had to go to, actually it's in our neighborhood, but the one private home we had to go to, he had been there, and they were, from talking to him, he seemed to be into a little bit darker stuff.
Oh my.
Yeah, so I think when he went and played, he did a little more than just investigating. So he ended up bringing it home, and yeah.
You know what it's like from there. So, but it's a very interesting place.
It is.
For a first-time place to go and check out. It was fun that first night. Like I said, back in the day, K2s, there were some big things, K2 meters. We didn't really have millimeters back then that we had. There were millimeters out. We just didn't have one as part of the team. So we really used the K2, and we used the Star digital voice recorders in there, and then it's just some other little trigger objects things that we took along. So, but that's how we broke in.
My one question is, why would they murder children there?
It's weird.
Yeah, it's a more of a legend thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
It's more of a legend. A lot of the things that took place at the tunnel that you hear, and I talk about it in our episode, is it true or is it legend? But it's said that a hunter actually, there were 2 girls that were playing up in the woods above where the tunnel was, and that he actually shot them. Yeah. And then, you hear things of, well, maybe they were drugged down to the tunnel, that's where they're found, or maybe he just shot and left them outside of the tunnel. We don't know for sure. We've heard,
every time we've heard what sounded like little children laughing. So, like I said, you don't know.
You gotta really, you do what we do as investigators. We put our guard up and make sure that we're not, hearing something wrong or saying something wrong. So, I try to leave it as open as I can with the legend stuff about the tunnel. Because really that's all we can go by. It's kind of that. But in written stories about it, if you go check out the old Poorhouse Road Tunnel in Lexington, Virginia, you'll read the stories about these, and they're in a lot of the books and things or articles about the tunnel. So.
Well, guess who's coming down?
Come on, we'll
let us know. We'll take you. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Honestly, bet. See, this is when I wish that we could go other places, but no, COVID got to be here.
I know.
COVID just got to ruin everything.
It has. There is no doubt.
Yeah, it's been a long year.
Yeah, it has.
That's for sure.
The only thing that I'm worried about is if 2021 says hold my beer. Like, if that happens, I'm leaving. I'm going to Mars. I don't care.
I know. I'm with you.
Hold up here.
I know. I'm with you.
I'm going to Mars.
Yeah. It's been a crazy year, that's for sure. There's been a lot that happened on our end.
Cancellations.
Event cancellations, investigation cancellation. Just like you, your cancellations at like the Hinsdale House.
Yeah.
We were supposed to go there and do a realm shoot there, and we had to cancel.
Yeah.
As well, we've tried to schedule it 2 times now, and still haven't been able to get there and see Daniel. So.
Same.
Yeah.
Feel your pain.
It all started with us back in March when we had our Twisted Waters cruise. That's when COVID really was starting to hit the airwaves.
Yeah.
People were starting to freak out about it. Well, on our cruise, we were the last one out of the port.
Before they shut it down.
Before they shut the port down, and they actually announced it when we were an hour out on the ocean. Said that Royal Caribbean was now shutting down all of their cruises, but since we were out, they allowed us to continue on ours.
Yeah.
Wow.
When we came back, it was like a ghost town.
It was.
There at the ports.
Yeah.
So.
Crazy.
And it was crazy from that point on.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
I had something really funny to say. I forgot it. I had something really funny to say.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I forgot it. I forgot it. See, this is what I mean by memory. It sucks.
Okay.
Like, I've literally walked into a classroom and my teacher was like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Wait, what is my name?" Like, I literally just froze for a minute. I was like, "You're right, what is my name? Hold up." Like, I really had to think about it. And the teacher was like, "Okay." Apparently this girl does not know her name. So, that was fun. But yeah. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. Like, either way, if COVID does come here again, I don't go outside anyways, so we're all good. The farthest that I leave the house is to my mailbox, and the longest walk I've taken is to the fridge and back.
We've done our events, but everybody's masked up, and we do temperatures, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah, we had to cancel our very last one that we had scheduled for the year because the mandates here in Virginia changed on us.
Yeah.
And of course, it just changed on us again, so it made it stricter.
Yeah.
But hopefully, like I say, hopefully we can get through all this eventually.
Yeah.
And get everything back to normal. The people that we've had at our events, they're just excited to come out and get out.
Yeah.
And have a fun time. And but like you say, we try to do it in a safe manner and keep everybody the way they need, masked up. We provide everything they need there. If they need masks, if they need hand sanitizers, anything, we do everything we can to stay safe for our people. So
safety first, everyone.
That's right.
That's the daily lesson on the podcast. You know what? We should just turn this into a children's show. Today's lesson is safety. This would not be a good children's show. They click on it and they'd be like, "What is this?" I don't even know how to spell my name yet. What are they even talking about? But yeah. By the way, anyone in the comments, if you have questions, hit it. Shoot them.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, what's your favorite place to go, and why?
No, you take it. I know mine, but you go first.
I want to say probably we've got some new places that we've just found that became a part of Haunted Nights. I'm really excited about this new one that we have. It's called the USS Wisconsin, big battleship that we investigated there for the realm back at the beginning of 2020 in January, before all COVID came around. And we spent a full weekend on the battleship investigating it. It had never been done. They had claims of stuff happening. That's why they were interested in us coming in. And but they allowed us to come in and do a realm shoot there. And then it led on to now a Haunted Nights event location. So we just held a big event there back in the middle of November. And now we're getting ready to do another one come the first weekend of May with Mike and Chris from the Wraith Chasers. So we're excited to have them. They're excited. It's the first time they've ever got to come to Wisconsin. So I want to say that, along with St. Albans Sanatorium. That's always our favorite. We love Marcel.
Yes.
And she's done a lot for us. She's the reason that Tonna was able to really get on Destination Fear with what happened to her. And so we got our appearance on there with that. And we love Marcel. And we're hoping that I had 2 events canceled there last year because of COVID. So hopefully we can get back into the swing of doing events with her and investigating with her. So that's kind of mine.
Well, mine's pretty much the same. Any battleship for me. I've got this thing with battleships, so any battleship I get on is going to be a favorite. And I like St. Albans too because of Marcel. I love her. And we never come out of there disappointed. But another one that dates way back that I want to go back to is Hillview Manor. The activity there is off the chain. It's just crazy. So those are probably mine.
Yeah, every location that we go to, it's hard to pick against them. Against it because we have great ties to all the locations that we have done, and especially with Haunted Nights and for the Realm. So we appreciate all the people that take care of all of these locations. That's one of the reasons we kind of got the Haunted Nights paranormal events going, was so that we could get in and help provide funds, especially now with the struggles that's going on. And, when we can provide a location money, then we feel like we did something good. We provided a good service to the people that came, and we provided a good service to the location itself. We're third in line, the way I look at it. It's the location, the people, and then Haunted Nights. So,
So I take it you like battleships too, about the way you smile.
I love history, so kind of works like that.
It's nothing like getting on one of those big battleships and just picturing what it would be like to be out on the open water in one of those things. And the stories with the Wisconsin, just the things that they went through, the number of battles that they went through, and of course one of their last ones was the Gulf War. That was one of their last ones before it was decommissioned, and then the city of Norfolk took it over. So Virginia, so it's just sitting right downtown. It's funny, right downtown Norfolk. You drive around big skyscraper buildings. Next thing you know, there's a battleship over there. So it's crazy. But
all right. And Shay in the comments asks, what is their favorite episode of The Twisted Realm?
Let me think.
not many. Not many.
I know. I've got to go back to them in my mind and think of. Sheesh, Shay. Well, it's, I mean, if you're looking at it from an activity-wise, you know, I think it hasn't aired yet, so
What?
St. Albans probably.
Mm-hmm.
As far as, I mean, it wasn't really a positive one,
Yeah.
but the activity was amazing. Yeah.
I think the one that we've got, one of our top ones is the series, is the ones that the last one that we just released was the Buckhorn Inn.
Oh, I forgot about Buckhorn. Yeah, that one.
And I'm working on what you saw was the first part of Buckhorn Inn, and now I'm getting ready to put out the second part of it. There was just so much. This was a first-time location. The people in this area have always claimed that, the place is haunted. They've asked us, did you ever do Buckhorn? Did you ever do Buckhorn? Somehow we just got lucky and were able to get into this location, and we filmed for the owners at the time, because it's shut back down again now. And but that's one. But then a lot of the military places.
The
Milton Club.
That was a good one.
Was a good one. Opener for season 2.
Mm-hmm.
The 360 Houses was an opener for season 1. Was an excellent one. So I've got a number.
Buckhorn, though, I'd have to. Because not very often do you have a location where you've had to make 2 part 1, part 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So to get that, and for it being a first time ever, the spirits there were ready to talk.
Mm-hmm.
They had a lot to say.
Yeah. A lot of activity. Mm-hmm. That's why we kind of made it a 2-part episode, because there's just so much that went on both nights.
Yeah.
So we were like, how can you just cut it out?
Yeah.
You can't just cut out what happened in some of these things that we had go on.
Yeah.
So that's why we decided to make it a 2-part episode. It's our first 2-part episode we've ever done, as far as that goes.
And you had somebody reach out to you, so we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. So and we've got 2-3 more, I think, left in season 2.
Yeah.
And then, like I say, we're going to take the realm probably a whole different direction.
Yeah.
In season 3.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to continue to do paranormal work, but we're going to take it a whole different direction.
Yeah.
And get into some other things.
Yeah.
That are
out
there, worldly.
Yeah. So it's going to get interesting for season 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Shay broke you for a couple minutes. You guys were just like,
Oh, that's okay.
What do we say? You broke him, Shay. You broke him.
That's okay.
Don't worry. I break a lot of people too. I literally asked them a question. They're like, especially my teachers. Like, I was explaining to one of them like what I do, and they were just like, okay. I'm gonna ask you to take 2 steps back, and yep. Never talk to me again. I'm like, okay.
That happens a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When they find out this other stuff. I love hearing people's reactions when you tell them these types of things. And then they look at you, oh, really? And then the next thing you know, they don't stop.
Yeah.
They just want to keep, they would say, oh, well, I had all this. I had this going on. Such stuff. So it's like, it can open the doors, to a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. A lot of people in my school aren't supportive of it. They're like, you're a witch. I'm like, since when?
You're a witch.
Oh, I've had people say I'm a demon worshiper. So far from it. So
that's funny.
So far from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
we're all good people.
Yeah.
Like, I swear, next time that somebody says that I'm a witch, I'm gonna say, what are you gonna do, burn me?
Yeah. You figure back in the day, what we're doing now, they would look at us that way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would.
That's why I would say it. History.
That's right.
The witch trials.
Wow.
Like, there's a difference between a witch and just being interested in it, so...
Yeah, you're right. Right. And not all witch... There's good and bad. There are good witches.
Yeah. There's a lot of good ones. It's like, there's only like a handful of them that are like, you know what? Let's go summon a demon, you know? Like,
Right.
That's not what witches are.
No. Nope, not at all.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
guys. Accept everyone.
That's right. That's
Come
right.
on, everyone. Get it together. Honestly, I should be telling that to myself, so. All right. Let's see. All right. So there's nothing in the comments, I don't think. Okay, yeah, we're good in the comments. No questions so far.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to just look there.
That's all right.
Okay. So, I'm really trying to, get a really good question. Okay. So,
Well,
Yeah.
out of all of the episodes, what was your favorite experience that you've gotten out of it?
Oh, wow.
See, I just broke a person.
Good or bad? Good or bad?
Both. Let's hear both of them.
You want to go first?
I mean,
You guys are just stumped.
You know, the one thing about it with the episodes, you know, to me, the most interesting part for me is sometimes is the spirit box sessions that we do. The Buckhorn Inn episode that just aired on Vidi here about a month ago, we were using the Phasma box. And I've never used a piece of equipment like that that was so spot on with what was going on. It was almost to the point like, is there somebody there actually watching us and talking? And because it just, the responses that it was giving, if you hadn't seen that, like the one, it was we were up on the third floor, and Tonna was not feeling good at the time, and it came across, it says, is she faint? And then all of a sudden, and then I said, it said, are you faint? And you said, no. Well, you answered back and said, I'm getting that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then we asked the question about, well, why are you saying it? Or it came back and it said, because she will fall down.
Yeah.
And these were responses that were just fitting right in with everything that was going on. I was like, holy cow, never heard that. And so it was very exciting. It was just exciting investigation because of that box alone.
Yeah.
The second part, we're not relying on the Phasma box, so you're seeing a lot of different things happen. But the first part, that first night, was a lot of Phasma box responses that were just kept guiding us through the night.
Yeah.
So that was kind of interesting to me. But shadow figures, I've seen a lot of shadow figures in episodes and things, and stuff that we see visibly but might not be caught on the camera. So just interesting things like that. I wish cameras could be 360 around you at all times.
Yeah.
So you can capture every view, but they're not. So.
I mean, I have a ton of them. So good and bad. But there's one that Lyle and I will agree on. Now, this isn't an investigation, though. This would be from an event. But we just filmed about it yesterday, and it's going to air on Nathan Withers' new series called My Paranormal Experience. And Lyle and I know people look at us like, are you crazy? And no, we're not, but I mean, not in this case.
You don't want to give too much of that way.
That's true. I better not say anything. Sorry. Scratch that one.
You can't really tell it.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
right. I forgot.
Yeah,
Not until it
I'm
aired.
gonna blow his episode.
Yeah. So off that, Old South Pittsburgh Hospital.
Yeah.
I got attacked, and it was to the point where I almost quit the paranormal. It was at the beginning when we were first starting out, and I didn't understand at the time how to control, protection and how to control opening up and shutting down. Mm-hmm. And I can't prove what it was, but I know according to the picture we got, it does not look human. And it took me down. And when I say down, I mean literally down on the ground. And it's all on tape. We got it all. And I couldn't form words. I couldn't, it was really weird. So anyway, that would probably be the negative one for me. But,
Yeah, if anybody wants to see that, they can actually go on our Twisted Realm YouTube page.
Yeah.
Believe me, it's the very first Twisted Realm episode we'd ever filmed for our DVD series way back when the series were happening.
Yeah.
And it's on there, so just watch. It's you can watch the first part and the second part. The second part near the end is where all that takes place.
And that's not really like a favorite, but it's a memory.
Yeah.
So, a memory I'll never shake. Right. So, we'll put it that way.
Yeah.
All right. And what's the weirdest experience that you've ever had?
Weirdest.
Lord, you got some good questions. Those I don't normally think of. Weirdest experience.
Oh, I know what yours should be.
Go ahead. You say it for me. Just say it.
Well, we were at a location that's not really it's in business, but it's changed names. It's in Culpeper, Virginia. And we were tearing down from investigating. And Lyle saw a full body apparition come out of the restroom, walk towards the back. He thought it was Dickie, one of our investigators. So he went back, and Dickie was in the back, and he said, "Hey, did you just come out of the restroom?" "No, I've been back here the entire time." Yeah. And so,
just basically a tear down moment is what it was.
Yeah.
It's like when you're not paying attention to anything. I heard water running in the bathroom, and I'm like, what in the world? And next thing I know, I saw this dark shadow figure come from, it looked like it came out, walked through the door. I never put it together, but it walked through the door, turned, and walked back through another closet door. It was gone. And I thought, well, Dickie. I was like, well, maybe it's just dark, maybe, whatever. So I walked back through, and there he's standing. I'm like, oh. No, that's not what that was. So that was probably a weird experience for me, I'd have to say.
I don't know for me. I honestly don't. Mm-hmm. I just can't think.
Yeah. Weird ones.
I've had weird dreams that have kind of led to stuff, but,
Yeah.
I've had very weird.
Got me interested.
I dream a lot, and usually there's a message with the dream.
Before we go to the location, a lot of times.
Yeah, I'll dream. And there was one location that my daughter was getting ready to go on a cruise, and we were getting ready to go investigate. And I woke up out of my sleep, like gasping for air, like I was drowning. And I sat up straight in the bed, and I was trying to breathe. And all I could see was the water. I was under the water, and I thought for sure that was trying to tell me a warning for my daughter's cruise. But I knew I couldn't. How do you say, oh, I had a dream, So I left it alone. Well, it turns out that the location we went to, there was a little boy that had drowned right by the house. So.
Yeah, something that hadn't been revealed to us until after the fact. And, but it's interesting to watch, the dreams, sequence stuff, and then to actually pull up to a location and see what she described ahead of time, what it looks like.
Yeah.
So, very good stuff when it comes to that. We've had a number of people on our team over the years. We went from as many as 15 plus people at one time down to a crew of 6. And that's even changing now, down to even less. So, but it's interesting. I think everybody that we've worked with over the years, they all bring their own special part to it.
Oh, yeah.
And you learn a lot from each other. Mm-hmm. And those people that have been with us and that have left and went other ways, we're glad that they've moved on, or they've stepped out on their own and done things. Just like we feel like we've grown together.
Yeah.
So we're always excited to see other members that used to be a part of us doing other things and moving forward.
Yeah.
So, it's just big support. It might not be good at times when it happens, but you know what? I always support whatever happens.
All right. And Shay wants to know.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Shay would like to know which teammates make up which teams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
easy.
The Twisted Crew really is basically, as it dwindled, the Twisted Crew was really the Twisted Realm team as well. Mm-hmm. Like I said, we were 6 members. We're now down to 4, possibly 5, not for sure yet, but we may have lost a couple, during this year because of, people wanting to go do stuff and moving forward. So, but we might be down to, I'm going to give you the 4 solid members right now with me and Tonna, of course, our boy Brandon, and then Melissa.
Yeah.
We've got another one, Timothy. We don't know for sure yet. I know he's got other avenues he's looking at, but we're there to support him no matter what. And then, of course, when you come to the Realm, you basically got the same thing, but then we've got our production team for the Realm. Okay, so you add on John, Lynn, and Kristen Harris.
Yeah.
Used to be the RVA Paranormal. You probably listened in on their podcasts at times.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
I love them.
And so out of that, we looked at when we started Haunted Nights, Paranormal Events, of course, it was myself, it was Tonna, and Brandon. And then we brought on the Harrises, Lynn and John, and then we brought on Missy last night at our actual little Haunted Nights event party.
Yeah.
And so, it's kind of like we're still one family.
Yeah.
We're in all these different things. John and Lynn and Kristen are all part of RVA Paranormal. And then, of course, you've got the 4 of us that are part of the Twisted Paranormal Society and the Twisted Realm. So,
does that make sense?
We kind of fought, it's still, we're all kind of tied together.
Yeah.
In all 3 teams, pretty much. So, it can be confusing, but it is.
It's a big, happy family at the
It
end.
is. And that's what we told each other last night.
Yeah, it truly is.
We're one big, happy family. We've got multiple directions that we go in.
Yeah.
Because John and Lynn and Kristen, they go and investigate on their own with RVA Paranormal. But then they help us when it comes to filming for the Realm. We brought them on back in January when we did the Battleship, because we knew it was going to be a large area, and I had actually worked with John before filming, and I said, hey, would you guys mind coming on, and these are the certain things we would like you guys to be as part of the production team, and of course they jumped all over it. And but from that point on, we've just all been a family.
Well, our personalities all mesh. You don't find that all the time, but we just feel so good together. So it's a good thing.
All right. And Shay has another question.
Oh.
Shay should just be right there too, just
sitting right beside you.
Oh no, she's there. She's just like, you know what? Let's make this. Let's add a little spice to this. Just add a little spice.
Find a way, Shay.
All I can imagine is just Shay going like this.
Yeah.
Just. I should go grab my sunglasses for this, but too lazy. Gotta save my energy for practice. I don't want to go. Okay. All right. Is there an experience that stands out for a positive one that touched your heart?
Oh, wow. Oh, Shay.
And she broke him again.
You're making me think.
Yeah. These are good questions, really.
They're very good. Very
You know,
good.
because you're not used to getting asked these types, so that's really good.
Wow.
Made us stand out. Happy. What were ones that we were sad? Boy, been so many.
Oh my gosh.
You know, and we'll go back to St. Albans, okay? The Destination Fear episode thing that we filmed, or Tonna, it was basically about Tonna's experience at St. Albans. And it's about, what's your name? The girl that committed suicide.
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Yeah.
Okay. So we go in, as we normally do, we like to go in and film our B-roll, kind of like on historical things or things that may have happened there. And so we got really intense with this segment that we filmed about Rebecca. And, she committed suicide there on the 3rd floor. But there's a whole backstory to this, you know. And, but that filming, it was so intense that I think that Tonna wasn't a part of that filming, but she was standing out in the hallway watching things. And I think Rebecca took advantage of that and Tonna's openness. And it ended up being a very emotional end to the weekend because, we were, it's almost like she latched on to Tonna like she does many women there. And then by the end of the weekend, Tonna had to do what she did with all the other girls and go and try to get Rebecca's release off of her. And it was a very emotional time. Us guys had to stay downstairs. It was only a women's thing. So
she was looking for happy though, which it kind of ended that way. It ended as a
peace.
Positive. Yeah, we gave her peace.
Gave her flowers and peace and stuff like that. And
so it started very negative, but ended okay.
That was probably the most emotional thing that I think we went through.
Yeah, it was extremely, and it's going to air. It's going to be season finale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For season 2.
Mine, I can't really. I don't think you'll let me talk about it yet. I mean, it touched my heart. It touched yours too, but it was at Buckhorn. We had Lyle's aunt that passed a few years ago. She passed of ALS, and very close to her, and she made herself known at Buckhorn, and she actually used the spirit box or the Phasma box to reach out to Lyle, and it was and we didn't hear it at the time. We heard it during evidence review, and just to hear her voice and the fact that she was reaching out, you talk about wow.
Yeah, her name was Terry, and the name Terry came across the Phasma box. And then there was a couple other things that happened, a couple other voices that happened first. And then all of a sudden you hear her say, "Hey, Lyle."
Yeah.
And I knew that, but the thing was, you did not hear it during the segment that we were filming. You didn't hear it. So it was almost like, was that actually a part of the Phasma box? Or was it a digital voice that we had, an EVP that we had captured?
Yeah.
And I didn't catch it until I was doing the editing of that episode because we didn't hear it during the filming.
No.
But then all of a sudden I called Tonna and said, "Listen to this. You got to hear this.
Yeah.
What does it sound? Who does it sound like?"
Yeah.
And then when she said my name, she said, "Hey, Lyle."
No doubt who it was.
It was like we knew who that was.
Yeah.
But I think she's been with me since day one.
She has.
Because we started the paranormal after she passed away.
Yeah.
She passed away in June of 2011. And her son actually was a part of our team when we first started. Yeah. But I think she's carried along and has been kind of like my protector.
Yeah.
Ever since. So, yeah. So that really was
that was pretty
emotional as far as that was.
Yeah.
Wow. The most emotional thing that's happened to me is when I dropped my taco. And y'all are like, I'm just like, I dropped my taco. And it was good too.
It'll come, trust me. Yeah.
So, how about you on your side, if we can ask you a question, how have you been dealing with all of this, with the paranormal stuff? Have you gotten out to do anything at all, or you just stayed, like you said, at home?
At home, only taking occasional walks to the fridge.
That's about it. Yeah. Well,
I
keep your head
do.
up and come back so
Yeah.
you can get yourself back out there, because you've done a lot of great locations.
Yeah.
And I'd love for us to be able to come out there sometime and come to one of your events, one of your things that you do.
Yeah.
And that's been, we've talked about that from the start.
I know. It's
Being
just,
able to go out and do it.
It's a long ways, but
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, I made a journey back at the beginning of Texas, back at the beginning of September, when I went out and worked with Nathan and the Buried Secrets Paranormal team at the historic Jefferson Hotel.
Yeah.
That Jeremy Jones bought. So that was a highlight.
Oh, yeah.
Of
I
the
didn't
last
get to
few
go,
months. But
Yeah.
to go there and go do that with him. And we've gotten to be really close with the Buried Secrets team
Yeah.
through Vinny, put it that way.
They're awesome.
But they're great ones. Maybe there will be great people that you get on there and talk to,
Yeah.
especially Nathan.
Yeah.
Great investigator, great videographer. He does excellent work. Brandon and I are proud to be able to work with him on his My Paranormal Experience series.
Yeah.
So we try to do some filming here on the East Coast for him and provide the content, so he can put it together for Vinny. So it's a great series that they've come up with.
All right. And then we have some questions from Darren.
Oh, Darren. We haven't talked to Darren in a long time. What's up, Darren?
All right. So, question. What's big for the Twisted Crew for 2021?
Oh, boy. 2021 for the Twisted Crew right now.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places right now, like, I'm kind of a go find locations, get them locked down person. And it's like, we've got some really awesome places that we want to hit. But it's like, maybe we should hold off until March, not knowing what's going to go on. You don't want to keep having, well, we got to cancel. But we want to hit Haunted Nights hard in 2021, hard. And we plan to get some amazing locations.
As far as the Twisted side goes, though, we've kind of, like I said, we've kind of got the Twisted, the TPS, and the Realm on hold for right now, until we can get season 2 finished, get it aired, and then, like I said, I think we're going to go a whole new direction with our series and filming and do some off-the-wall things. When it comes to it, we want our content to start being a little different than what you're used to seeing. Put it that way.
So that's the big
kind of
thing.
follow the same pattern, but we want to do things a little differently. And so we're actually talking about different things that we want to do. So that's kind of where it is for right now.
Yeah, just watch, Darren, because we're going to throw some surprises in. I think it's going to be a really good thing when those start coming out, because we are adding some spice. Not overdone stuff, but just new things. It's going to be really, really, it's going to be good. Yeah.
Put the word Bigfoot out there.
Bigfoot. There.
Yeah.
I tell you that we're getting ready to do a Bigfoot conference in June.
Yeah.
And the gentleman that's heading that up was like, hey, would you guys be interested in taking your Realm team out and let's go film an episode?
Yeah.
And of course, I'll admit it, my biggest fear is the woods at nighttime.
Yeah.
I'm a scaredy cat when it comes to the woods. So it's going to be very interesting. It's probably one of those ones that you're definitely going to want to have cameras on people's faces.
Yeah.
All I can imagine is just like a squirrel popping out and him being like, ah!
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a ghost.
Yeah.
False alarm, everyone.
It's more, I think we want to get more into the urban legend type side of things. So I think that's what we're going to start looking at a little more, urban legend stuff. And kind of taking it that direction for at least a season to see what happens.
Yeah.
So.
Guess who's searching for the Wendigo? We're going to Mexico, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. No. I wish though. You have no idea how many tacos I would eat. Me and the Wendigo would just be chilling there. Want some tacos?
Eating some tacos.
I don't really like beans. I like tacos though. Tacos. Same with nachos. Nachos good. Okay. Okay. So, we have a lot more from Darren Bus.
Oh.
Okay. What are your visions for the paranormal field for the foreseeable future?
I think what I would like to see, and I know the biggest thing right now, is for everybody to start working together.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, and the way we like to look at it, what we do with the Realm and the Haunted Nights and the Twisted Paranormal Society, we're not in this to compete with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
We're in it for what we do to help provide what we can, and you know, I hate to see a lot of times competition things come up and the unity side of it all. So, you know, we try to stay away from that as much as we can. And but that's one of the biggest things I'd like to see is for a lot of people to start respecting each other more and working together more to try to get answers to this field.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, since when was it a competition, and where can I sign up?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
We don't
especially
want
for
that.
Haunted Nights with what we do, we're going in to work for. I don't go and step on other people's locations. There's other event companies in our area. We try to find our own and try not to step on other people because I respect those other event companies here in our area. And you know, and that's why I've promoted event companies at my event, and you know, that's the big thing. It's just promoting each other, helping each other. So,
Like, what's the competition? Just, I bet I can find a ghost faster than you.
yeah, or
Yeah.
I can do it better than you, or you know. So,
Yeah.
but you know, we try to stay clear with that and you know, stay positive
Yeah.
with our side of it.
Like, whoa. Slow down, bud.
Yeah.
Alright.
What
Have you
else?
ever...
It-
Let's see. Have you ever laid on an embalming table?
Embalming table.
Yes. To see if you can make connection with spirits. Ugh, spooky.
I don't think we have we? You've laid in a casket.
Yeah, I
but
laid in a
not-
casket once. Old South Pittsburgh Hospital casket.
Yeah.
But other than that, an embalming table, no,
I don't think we
have
have.
not. Medical tables, yes. Operating tables, yes.
Yeah.
But it's more, I haven't really gotten anything out of it. But no, we've never done the embalming table type thing. Or, yeah.
Alright. Okay. Is there an outside the box that you haven't tried yet?
I think I just said it.
Okay.
Alright.
I think I said it. I think I said the Bigfoot thing is an outside the box investigation. Getting into urban legend stuff is outside of our normal realm of things that we like to deal with. So I think that's kind of our outside the box.
Yeah, but we also have come up with some ideas for the realm. some things to test
Yep.
that I feel are outside the box.
Right.
So hopefully season 3, we're going to throw some of those new things out there.
Techniques.
New techniques. So that are a little outside the box.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so it's almost 4:30,
Right.
so I'm going to start wrapping this up.
Okay.
Before I do, who said it? Fred. Merry Christmas
Hey,
to
Fred.
everybody.
Fred.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We're going to
Or
get you up
Hanukkah.
against Fred.
Yeah.
Like, whenever you celebrate, happy. Or merry. Whatever.
That's right.
Whatever
Exactly.
works. And then I do hope that you feel better. So, drink your soup. There's a lot of them that I could suggest, like chicken noodle. I love that. Or broccoli cheese. Or a California medley. Ha! Could die for it.
They all sound good.
I'm kind of a soup addict. All right. Well, I'm starting to see the Shadow Man right in the corner telling me that our time is almost over. I'd really like to say thank you to you both. And before we wrap this up, would you like to spread out your social medias and where people can find you?
Thank you. We appreciate you having us on.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's been a fun. We've got our Facebook pages, Facebook.com/Twisted Paranormal Society, Facebook.com/Twisted Realm, Facebook.com/Haunted Nights Paranormal Events. Those are our social media. We do have our Instagrams, at Twisted Realm, Haunted Nights, Paranormal Events, Twisted Paranormal Society. Brandon handles a lot of that part of it for us, our marketing. That'd be another great person for you to reach out. He'd love to be on your show, Mr. Johnson. But yeah, those are ours, www.twistedparanormalsociety.com. I just went on there and updated a lot of stuff a couple weeks ago. But that's the place to check when it comes to all of our stuff. We're big on Facebook, and Brandon, like I say, he keeps us big on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm not really that social media type person except for Facebook. I'm not an Instagrammer or Twitter or Tweeter or whatever. I just got too much going on. So that's why I let Brandon handle a lot of that.
Yeah.
So. But I think
that's it.
That's it. And thanks again.
Thank you,
both.
Madison. And Shay.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Thanks for the
A round of
question,
applause.
Shay.
Yeah.
Thanks for breaking them twice.
Madison, we're going to get out. We're going to come and see you. We've got to get
we
together
are.
with you.
Yeah.
And we'd love to investigate with you one day.
Yeah.
And,
I got you.
Come out to the East Coast. You come out to one of our events. I got you covered.
Yeah.
Okay. Anytime for Haunted Nights Paranormal events. If you can get this way,
Yeah.
we can have you there as a special guest. How's that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
See, if you want me down there, just put out some food. We'll be fine.
We can do that.
We do that. We do feed people well.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm the type of person, if you have food, I'm set.
There you go.
All right. Well, now for all my listeners out there, I'd really like to say thank you for being with me tonight. My next show will be January 3rd, and I'll have Carol Johnson and James Anito. I think I just said that right.
Carl.
Of Duo Demonologies as my special guest. Make sure if you're not following me, give me a follow at Maddie's Paranormal Investigation on Facebook and Maddie_Paranormal_Investigation on Instagram. So for tonight, peace, love, and happiness. And most of all, be spoopy, everyone.